All right, guys. So here we go again. Another scholarships opportunities in Austria, and we are going to have a look at two separate institutions offering full scholarship. So the first institution we'll be looking at is the University of Vienna in Austria, and we also be looking at the University of Leoben, also in Austria. So with University of Vienna, so as you can see, level of study, bachelor's, master's, and PhD at the University of Vienna, and it's a full tuition, all nationalities, all subjects at the University of Vienna. Okay, but their main um, language of moderation is in German, so you need to make sure the subject you are going for they have the English version of moderation so that you don't end up in a German class. And also, number of recipients not available, and also you don't need a separate application for the scholarship. And the deadline is the 31st of March. And always remember, scholarships have different deadlines from the deadlines for the program. So you need to have that in mind and you need to check those well. So we will be looking at the coverage, we'll be looking at the eligibility criteria, we'll be looking at the deadlines, and we will be looking at the application procedure. All the links are under the video so you can have a look later. And let me emphasize that these scholarships, these institutions is very complicated to navigate their website. So I advise that you watch the video to the end so that you know how to navigate your way around it. Okay. All right, so this is the scholarship website. Okay, this is not the institution website. Here is much easy to have an overview about the scholarship. But when it's time for you to apply, I will leave the link. The links are under the video. It will take you to the university website for you to apply. Okay. So let's have the tuition waiver coverage. This full tuition scholarship for international students covers full tuition fee waiver. All right. And tuition waiver eligibility criteria. So under the tuition waiver eligibility criteria, we have two things we are going to look at. The first one is University of Vienna eligibility criteria. This is the criteria for to be accepted into the university, a program of study. Remember I earlier alluded that there are two separate, I mean, you don't submit two separate applications, but in terms of the selection, they consider each of them separately. And we have the tuition waiver eligibility criteria or the eligibility criteria for the scholarship. So you need to be eligible for both um, in both cases. Okay, so these criteria vary per institution and scholarship. So of be sure to take note of these before preparing your application. University of Vienna eligibility criteria. Before applying for tuition waiver for international students, you need to apply for admissions at the University of Vienna first. Find the University of Vienna's admission eligibility criteria here. So we will have a look. Let's just finish and we'll come back to that. Yeah, you just need to tag along, stay along so that you understand the whole thing. Okay, so you need to first submit an application to the university, to the program of choice. And when you log on to the program of choice, when you go to their website, you get to know the program's eligibility criteria, the test exemptions, and all the documents you need to apply. And this is the tuition waiver specific eligibility criteria. There are no specific eligibility criteria for this scholarship. Okay, so this scholarship, you don't need a specific eligibility criteria. You just need to be an international student who gotten admission to offer bachelor's, master's, or PhD And also, you need to be an applicant to the University of Vienna. As I always say, you need to apply to the university first before you be considered for the scholarship. Make sure to check out the University of Vienna admissions page and tuition waiver page for more information. I will leave all the links under the video. Tuition waiver application procedure. If you meet the eligibility criteria for University of Vienna tuition waiver, you can move forward with the application process. So you need to just click on the links under the video and double check. There is no separate application. There is no separate application to be considered for the scholarship. Just apply for admission to University of Vienna and you automatically be considered for this offer if you meet the criteria. So this is amazing. When to apply for tuition waiver and deadlines. The great news is that there is no specific deadline to apply for tuition waiver. While there are no specific dates, it's important to apply before the University of Vienna admission deadlines. Okay, so you always need to note that there are separate, different deadlines for scholarships and the programs of study. So the deadline for the scholarship may differ from the deadline for the program of study, and it's very imperative to note even when one is earlier than the other so that you don't miss the opportunity. PhD deadline, exact deadlines vary depending on your chosen department. So you just need to check the program you are interested in, note their deadline, and you know the scholarship you will be having a look at the scholarship deadline so that you can draw a comparative analysis. Want to learn more about University of Vienna? Okay, so if you want to know all about all these, just check the link under the video and watch the video also to the end so that you get to know all the pointers as well. Okay, so guys, this is amazing. All right, so let's quickly have a look at the University of Vienna admission deadlines. Okay, let's have a look at the University of Vienna admission deadlines. All right, so here we go. So bachelor's and master's deadline winter. So this is October 31st. We are past that. So our focus is on the summer and the summer deadline is March 31st. Okay, but as we different bachelor's and master's programs have different deadlines, so guys, it's important you check. I'll leave all the links are under the video. So and even if you apply and you don't get the scholarship, that's their tuition fee, 800 euros, which is quite, I'm sure some of you can afford 800 euros, not expensive as compared to yours. So that's it. 1,600 per year, not expensive as compared to schools in US and Canada and UK. So even if you don't get the scholarship and you think you can afford, just go ahead, because admission in Austria, which is an European union country, gives you access to multiple countries and it gives you enrich your travel experience as well. So guys, just have a look at the admission programs deadlines and know how to go about it. Remember, you don't need a separate application for this scholarship. Now let's quickly have a look before we proceed at the University of Vienna admissions section. Okay, so when you click on the masters, let's use the masters for an example. It will take you to the university website, and as you can see, you will find a list of programs here. So it's important. So I want you to have a look here. It says the instruction language for most masters programs is German. Okay, information about programs in another language can be found here. So when you click on the link, you need to know, and they have several master's programs. So master's programs here. So you just need to make sure the program you want to offer, there is an English version of moderation so that you don't end up in a German class. So guys, just click on the link and follow up, read more about it, and if you are happy, you just go ahead with the application. So now let's have a look at the University of Leoben. Now, University of Leoben is also located in Austria, and it's also a full tuition. However, unlike the University of Vienna, that's all nationalities, this one has specific countries that are classified as having low GDP or low income countries. Though they've included some European countries, it doesn't mean they are also low income countries. Yeah, so we have Afghanistan, Angola, Austria. So you just need to check if your country is part. Then you'll be happy to go ahead with the scholarship. So the eligible subjects, all subjects offered by the university, but you need to make sure they teach in English before you go for that program. And the deadline is 5th February 2024. So now let's look at the coverage. This full tuition scholarship, okay, it covers 100% of your tuition, and also the eligibility, just like what we looked before. The requirements, you need to meet the eligibility criteria to the University of Leoben, and you need to also meet the eligibility criteria for the scholarship. Okay, so University of Leoben eligibility criteria can be found on the university website. So the link is under the video. And tuition waiver eligibility criteria. You need to be an incoming international student from the least developed countries. You need to be a citizen of Austria. You need to be from the European Union. So this scholarship will be much competitive because the coverage is wide. The coverage is wide, and also um, you need to be a holder, or you need to have residence permit other than studying. Okay, so you need to, if you are in that country for the purpose of anything else other than studying, then you will be eligible for this scholarship. Okay, so all the links will be under the video. This link will take you to their university website. You just need to, so when you need to apply. Okay, so this is September 5, the winter admission is passed. So we are looking at the summer admission, that's February 5, 2024. So please go to the university website, make sure the program you are interested in, um, okay, has the deadline. You note the deadline, and also the tutor in English, and also check the test requirements. Okay, most of you will be eligible for English test waiver, or GRE or GMAT, but this I can't really present on this because we have over hundreds of courses, and each of the course comes with their own requirement. So you just need to know which course you are interested in, so that you go to their website to identify their specific requirements. I'm just here to point you, just here to point you to the scholarship opportunities, and it's your responsibility to follow the links under the video to read more about it. Check the program requirements, check the scholarship requirements and deadline, and the documents required, and just submit your application. So I wish you all the best, and I'll see you in my next video.